The Brooklyn Nets take on the New Orleans Pelicans tonight. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andy from Wager Talk. We're going to give you an opinion on the total in this game. As always, hit the like button, leave a comment in the comment section. If you don't have a hot take, if you don't have a best bet or anything, let's do the word of the day, veteran. Just type the word veteran in the comment section. Helps us out, helps the algorithm out, and I think it's pretty appropriate for today. So let's go to the Wager Talk live odds page here. And we'll look and see what the lines are. And you can see for this Nets and Brooklyn team, the opening line, Brooklyn -1. They're still around -2, -1.5. Totals at 212. This has dropped to 210.5. Listen, the big story with this game and just overall in general with the Pelicans is I have not seen a team in recent memory hurt this much this early in the season. I mean, this is a team where Hawkins is out, Jones is out, McCollum is out, Murray is out, Zion is out, to the surprise of absolutely nobody. This is a team that's starting Jose Alvarado, Boston, Ingram, who of all this, literally of all the starters that New Orleans probably didn't want starting, it's Brandon Ingram. This is a guy they openly tried to trade. It couldn't happen. He's not happy to be there. And now he's playing with bench guys. They're also starting Robinson Robinson Earl and Missy. I don't mean the soccer player Messi. I mean like the basketball player. So this is a team that just does not resemble the Pelicans. They shouldn't even be able to call themselves the Pelicans because it's just not their team. So what's happened with them in the last few games? Well, they've won one game out of their last 10. That was to the Pacers, but just look at the point totals that this team is giving up. And this is why my pick is going to be on the over. You've got 118 given up to them against the Pacers, then 126, 118, 131, 115. In the last 5 games, they are dead last in defensive rating, and that should surprise nobody. And I think the reason we're getting a fairly lower number on this is when you look at the Brooklyn Nets, their last few games have gone pretty low scoring. Detroit 106-92, Memphis 106-104, Boston even in overtime 108-104, and Cleveland 105-100. Here's the thing. Those teams are all really good on defense. If I pull up the defensive rating just for the entire season, you've got the Grizzlies at 5, the Celtics at 6, the Cavaliers are at 9. Even Detroit is number 6 just in the last 5 games. So this Brooklyn Nets team has just had a gauntlet of really, really good defensive teams. And then when you look at when they play a bad defensive team, like Atlanta, they put up 116. Against Milwaukee, they put up 115. Against Denver, it goes to overtime. They put up 139 in overtime, but easily go over this. Against Chicago, not a great defensive team, 120. So I think this total is really being it's being blamed on how low scoring the Nets have been. But they had back-to-back at Boston, at Cleveland on Friday and Saturday, and now they get New Orleans, maybe the worst team in the league at this point. So my pick is going to be the over 210.5. I don't really have a great player prop for this game. I don't need it. I think the over is going to come into play here. So want to just share with everybody, I am in play in the NBA. I was not sure I was going to be in play in the NBA. I do have a play that is up. And I don't do very many plays. And what's that low volume gotten me? Number 1 in NBA this season. Number 1 in everything. Winning percentage, ROI, units gained. So when I put out a play, it is a strong, strong play. I know everyone's going to be watching Monday Night Football, but this is a really, really good hidden gem. I was stunned at this number. So I do not fire away very many plays. I'm only 6-1. So we've only done 7 plays this entire season, but I won 6 of them. So when I have an NBA play up for sale, you know what to do. So, full transparency for our year: 504 wins, 331 losses, for plus 135 units, 7.0% ROI. I will just let you guys know last week was one of the worst weeks we've had of the year. I think it was second or third worst. So there's no hiding behind. We were on such a great winning streak that I knew there was a bad week coming. I just knew it. We went 10-15, by far our worst week in 6 months. So that was across all sports. NFL was not good. We were 1-1 in the NBA last week, so my one loss this season came last week. So, yeah, I know that it wasn't great, but we always just want to be really open and honest with you guys and say, hey, we went 10-15 across all sports, so take that, with you as you do with that what you want. But still could not be happier, man. Number 1 in NBA and number 3 across all sports. So having a fantastic year, really, really proud of that. I have no doubts we'll bounce back. So it's why we always take the long-term approach. I know it's hard, and I know coming off a losing week, nobody wants to hear, you say, well, you always talk about long-term. It's like, yes, I do talk about long-term because that's how your bankroll goes. It's how the stock market goes. It's how all of these things go. But yes, coming off a very cold week. So yeah, that's going to do it for us. Let's cash that over. I'll have free play up on my profile page as well. Let's get it to 7-1 here tonight in the NBA. I just love this play. I think it's a great play to get us to 7-1 for the season. So happy Veterans Day to everyone that served. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck. We'll see everyone later.